men, 20 men, 30 men. I'm on something. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. That do what's up. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. Yeah, drink 'em up. Yeah.
You know what it is, man. DJ Thoro, a.k.a. Thorozano, Bridge to the Streets. Right now, you're watching the hottest in the streets, man. The hottest, right? Right here on thisis50.com. We live from One World Studios. Shout out my man, Boy Wonder. You know how we do. Special guest in the building, man. Superstar in the making, man. He already is a superstar in my book. You know what I mean? Introduce yourself.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Nathaniel The Great, man. Appreciate you having me here.
You're finally here. Now, for people that may not be familiar with you, are you strictly a singer? Do you rap? Or do you dabble? What's going on?
Yeah, I could spit, but I primarily put out music,
Right.
R&B music.
So you got bars?
Absolutely. For my own lane, I try to stay in the R&B lane because rap is oversaturated, but I have a few rap joints that I threw out.
You know what? Rap is not oversaturated. The topics on which they talk about is oversaturated.
Yeah.
There's no identity. It's disproportionately not balanced. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody's talking about the same shit.
That's right.
You don't even know where nobody's from anymore.
Yeah, it's everybody's trying to walk in these same footsteps.
It's the same footsteps, same lingo, same style, same producers, same
Yes.
BPMs. So that's what's saturated.
Yeah.
It's not that it's rap in general or the music. It's the ideas.
Subject matter.
Matter. The concepts. Nobody's fucking talking about shit.
That's right.
Honestly, nobody, but predominantly.
Primarily you don't have a lot of diversity in rap.
I used to learn a lot from rap, hip hop artists. Like in my day, I learned a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like KRS-One had a song called "You Must Learn," and he was talking about Garrett Morgan invented the traffic light.
Oh wow!
Madam C.J. Walker made the straightening comb. That's from
real?
rap.
That's crazy.
That's from hip hop songs.
I gotta pull that up. No, that's crazy.
It's called "You Must Learn."
See, and I think people are afraid to be smart and intelligent in rap. Everybody want to be cool as opposed to knowledgeable. Or knowledge, they want to be street knowledgeable. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And you can still be street knowledgeable and still be entertaining. People think that you can't teach and still be entertaining.
That's right.
But you should definitely check out that record.
I am.
It's
I
called
will.
You Must Learn.
You Must Learn.
Especially because it's Black History Month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was talking about a lot of stuff that black people invented, but we use it every day, and you have no idea that a black person invented the fucking traffic light.
And then to put it in a song where people actually will pay attention to, it takes heart for that, but it will advise a lot of people to educate a lot of us.
Right.
Yeah.
So, basically anybody that's interested, check out that KRS-One, man. BD, actually, it's under the Boogie Down Productions, but it's KRS-One. That's spitting. You Must Learn.
And KRS always dropping jewels.
Yeah, he's dropping jewels, man.
Different.
He's the teacher.
Yeah.
He's the teacher. That's his marquee. He's the teacher, you know? Definitely. So, let's just go here, man. I got this segment on the show, right? It's called On the Spot. Mm-hmm. Now, being that you do both, I'm gonna leave it up to you. You can sing, you can rap, you can do whatever you want to do. But normally, you're from Brooklyn, so I hold artists from Brooklyn to a different standard.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Alright, being that I know most artists come up here in rap, I'll sing just because I have to keep my diversity.
So sing. So let's go, man.
First things first, girl, recognize who is with you now. Second thing, you can't blame me for how you were treated before I came. See, I'm not Steven, Anthony, even Leroy or Ivan. Damn girl, I've been. That's Music Soul Child right there. Shout to my guy. Yeah.
You know, I got an idea, man. I want to serenade this girl, right? I need you to hide in the bushes, right? And you start singing, and I'm a lip syncing. Like,
I got you. I've done something like that before. It's funny. Yeah, I've done something like that. One of my boys he proposed to a chick. And he just had me come out kind of like Brian McKnight did in that episode of Martin.
Yeah, I was just thinking. He was like, me.
Yeah.
He's about to bust his melody, baby.
Facts.
I thought I was the only one that knew about that.
Yeah.
That was a classic episode, yo.
Bruh, and then water reruns run all day, so you can always catch that. You know what I mean? I catch that like every couple months. I catch that episode.
Oh shit!
Nah, that's a fact, man.
So video-wise, man, if anybody want to get a visual of you, and you want them to get what would be the first impression video? I know you got 1,000 videos out, but somebody watching this right now may have never heard of you. We're gonna fix that right now. what video would you want them to see? What's the perfect representation, first impression that you would want them to see?
Perfect representation, first impression right now is Cash Out, which is literally dropping right now, so it's fresh.
That record is hard. Yo,
Appreciate
trust me, that
it,
shit is hot, yo.
Appreciate
I love that record. The first time I heard it, I fell in love with it. It's dope.
That's for real. You did. We was on the FaceTime.
And I had to
told
call
me
you
right
like,
away.
yo, this is alright.
Yeah, that's love, man.
This is dope. Even the video, you know what I mean?
Thank
like,
you.
The video, all that, the concept is dope. I like it. You know what I mean? It's not the typical video with. Well, I don't want to give it away. Y'all just
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The video's dope, man. The song is dope. You know what I mean? Y'all got to support talent, man.
Thank you.
I'm about talent over popularity. A lot of people are popular, but trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's another disproportionate piece of work that's in music. Like, it's a lot of people, they're on because they're just popular.
Yeah, and that's what kind of separates you from other DJs. I realize that you're around. First off, you're more than a DJ. That's one. But then you stay around like real authentic stuff, and you're not trying to fit in these loops. You got your own lane. Mm-hmm. You stay around classic things, whether it's the cars, whether it's the artist. So you have this authenticity to you that I can see.
I have this thing where I deal with accomplished individuals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I stay around accomplished gentlemen and accomplished individuals, you know what I mean? Legendary motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was raised, I treat the janitor like the CEO.
Right.
So I'll hang with motherfuckers that's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I'll still treat somebody that can't do nothing for me the same way.
Right.
With the same respect. And a lot of people don't do that.
Nah.
And y'all need to stop fucking with people like that too. That's another thing, you know what I mean? Most time people fuck with you based on what they can get out of you.
Yeah.
So they're gonna treat you differently according to, well, maybe he can help me, so I'm not gonna disrespect him.
That's right.
Or if they can't do nothing for you, they're gonna treat you differently.
Especially in this game.
In this game, right? I treat people a person that can't do shit for me, I'm gonna treat him the same way as somebody that can change my life.
That's right.
And that's how I was raised. And a lot of people, unfortunately,
and Sammy, you'll be surprised that guy that you may have shitted on, he in a position that you need him now. You know, that happens all the time.
It happens all the time. I see it all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
you got to treat people with respect.
With respect. You don't know who's who. And you should do that anyway.
Anyway,
You know what I mean?
No matter what industry
not based off what you think you can get out of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I see a lot of people do that. You know what I mean? Let's get right into it, man. Musically, man, what do we have out? What are we promoting? What's going on?
So right now I got the single. It's called Cash Out. You know what I mean? It's a nice.
Is that the one I heard?
That's the one you heard.
I love this record. I love this record.
Appreciate that. It's a crazy story because I dropped it before the pandemic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so much was going on during the pandemic. I said, let me hold off on this record.
Right.
Because of the energy. It's like you can't really talk about that type of a flex during the pandemic. Then I realized right mid-pandemic, like, yo, Cash Out, the symbolism of it is really just feeling good about life. Cashing out about life.
Right.
So I decided I'm going to drop the video. I'm going to go crazy with it. And it's doing its numbers, man.
No, it's cashing out.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's cashing out, approaching 1 million streams. Shout out to everybody that's supporting that single, man.
Now, for anyone that may not be familiar with you, let's start from your humble beginnings. Where are you from, brother?
Yes. Brooklyn, New York. You know what I mean? Fort Greene, to be exact.
Fort Greene!
Legendary Fort Greene. Shout out to 50
Cent.
You know
what? My son's mother is from Fort Greene.
Lies. For real? I knew I saw you around.
Yeah, my son's mother's from Fort Greene.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I used to... You know, we over there all the time.
Dope.
Portland Ave, Myrtle Ave.
That's it, man. North Portland. Grew up right there. Yeah.
I know what's going on.
Yo.
Especially in my own backyard. I know what's going on.
Oh, that's crazy.
Definitely. So, growing up in Brooklyn, man, what type of music was being played in your household? Like, when did you start discovering your love of music?
Well, for me, I grew up in church. You know what I mean? I had
gospel background.
Gospel family. So for us, it was always, the music, the gospel artist first. Okay. Then it evolved to the Boys, the Men, the Temptations. Then it was the Jagged Edge, the 112s. So for me, I always had that musical influence around me.
Right.
Yeah, and then my brothers sing too. My whole family sang.
Oh, okay.
But before I was solo, we was an R&B group, so we wouldn't sing.
What was the name of the group?
We went through like 3 or 4 different groups. So 3 or 4 different names. Our last name is Peterson, so one of our group names was Mr. Peterson. Okay. One was Trifecta, one was No Identity, Front Page. Like, we just kept evolving.
I got a name for y'all, the Fort Greeners.
That would have been alright, though, because the Fort was crazy at that time.
The Fort Greeners. Come on, man.
That's kind of hard, man.
This is what I do.
You when we needed you, B.
Shit, you need people like me. See that?
Innovative.
Right, there it is. That sounds like something, right?
It do, though.
The Fort Greeners. Come on. Matter of fact, if you from Fort Greene, man, y'all need to start a group, man. I need my 10%.
That's a fact.
Right? I need my 10% for that name. I own that name right now.
That's it. He trademarking that on camera.
Wow, exactly.
Yeah,
so
man.
Boys to Men, Temptations.
Yeah.
112. all these type of groups.
That's right. So we started doing that, and then growing up, the group split up. Everybody started chasing girls, and I stayed at it. I just decided
to do it to you every time.
Yeah, man. Everybody got sidetracked. I stayed at it. I was a songwriter first, so I started like pitching records to producers.
Okay.
Pat Poose ended up jumping on the joint that I did with DJ Payne. Shout out to Pat.
Okay.
Once Pat jumped on that joint, it ended up on the radio. Then K Slay called me, threw me a bunch of records. I ended up on the joint with Khaled. Then DJ Absolute called me, threw me on something with French. It just started snowballing.
So you've collabed with a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
right.
Man. Yeah.
So who's your biggest collab? I don't say biggest, but who did you enjoy working with the most?
I think the best, I gotta say, probably was the LL collab.
Wow.
LL
See,
collab.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, word? Crazy.
I knew that. I'm just doing
Yeah, gotta be a good interviewer, act like it.
Yeah. Oh,
Get me talking.
I didn't know that.
Nah, but LL jumping on a record I did called Love through DJ Absolute. That was a big one, because I know L don't jump on any record.
Right.
So
now you've done. I would have run down your discography of people that you've done records with. Like, let's hear it. Who are some of the names?
That I didn't name. I'll say Remy. Joints with Chic, Mano, rest in peace, Fred the Godson, Casanova, Troy Ave. It's a long list, man. I've been working. I've written for Ray J, French Montana, Pusha T, Ace Hood.
Man, those royalties.
Yeah, it's just a lot of records. Just me being fortunate enough to be a real hook singer.
A hook singer, right?
I can get on those hooks. I can write my own. I can pen my own. So
right now, do you feel you get typecasted where people only want you to do hooks and you're not really trying to hear you? Like, people only want you on their stuff and not wanting to hear you.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot because you become a go-to. Right. You know what I mean? So if you're a go-to for the hooks, sometimes it's hard to get that reciprocation. Like, yo, I need you on this. Until you build that relationship with the artist.
Right.
It take a while to build it to where it's like, yo, I need you on this now. I looked out for you a couple times.
Right.
So yeah, I think that happens. That typecasting, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now I want to shout out my man DJ Rob De Niro, because he's the one that initially linked this.
Yes. Shout to Rob, man.
Shout out DJ Rob De Niro. So when he see this, I'll never forget you, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you for linking this together.
And the guy's a wizard with computers, man. He fixed all my computers. Except the last one I had when I dropped it, he couldn't fix that. So.
Oh, and that's one of my favorite collabs with Rob De Niro. I gotta shout that out. In AL, New York is my city. Even though me and Rob got mad over joints, New York is my city. Right. That's one of my top joints right now.
Got a question for you. I'm gonna give you. This may be a good one for you because you've done records with pretty much everybody. I'm gonna give you one song.
Okay.
One record, right? You can put any artist on this song. Any artist from any era, any genre, dead or alive. One record, one song. Who are you gonna do that song with?
I think personally it'll be Jay, because.
Have you ever done anything with Jay?
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
It's coming for sure. But his influence, being that I'm from Fort Greene, he's from Marcy, which is right there.
Down the street.
We watched him, from Fort Greene. We'd watch him from a different lens. Like, it's so much different than what the world sees him as. Like, oh, he's just this rapper that became a muggle. We literally know so many people that's like Jay-Z from our neighborhoods, because we all similar in these neighborhoods, in Fort Greene, Marcy, Sumner. So to see somebody that's literally just like us go, it changes the whole way that you see the world. It's way bigger than the music. So that's a person that I would do a record with because of that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, one of the people that I wanted to do a record with was RZA. That was but I ended up doing a joint with Wu-Tang 2014. I was on their lead single, Keep Watch. Shout to RZA for putting me on that. But that was another guy, because seeing what he did with Wu-Tang and how he built it up.
Right.
But Jay, right now, if I had an opportunity to put one person on a record before I died, it'd be Jay.
It'd be Jay.
It'd be Jay.
All right. I mean, you've pretty much worked with everybody up to you did something with LL Cool J. So.
Yeah. All the other guys I wanted, I got them. You know what I'm saying?
That's the people don't understand. LL Cool J is actually the original GOAT, like the greatest of all time. Like,
that is the GOAT.
He actually coined that term.
That's right. That's right.
He had an album called the GOAT.
Yeah.
People don't.
Nobody would be called the GOAT without him.
Without LL is the one that started that.
Yeah.
That GOAT talk. And he's definitely a GOAT.
That's right. And one of the first few that got into the art, in the acting. Right. You know what I'm saying? Heavy like that.
Right. He's one of the few that successfully did it, because a lot of people, it didn't pan out that great. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
But Ice Cube definitely made the transition.
50, of
Will
course.
Smith. 50,
yeah, Will. I forget. He definitely is a rapper.
Yeah, I think Will may be the king of rapper turned actor.
Like full actor.
Actor.
Will is the actor.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, 50's definitely did it. You know what I mean? And there have been others, but do you see yourself getting into acting? Or
yeah, I think that's a transitionary thing. I definitely did. I used to act in high school. You know, I've been in the plays and all that, so I already have that type of knack. But I think for any artist, that's another way of creative expression. You gotta try that. Even when we shooting music videos, when we performing, we're acting.
Right.
You might as well just take it a step further and do scripts and film. So.
Right. What kind of advice could you give a young up and coming artist that may want to get into what you're doing, or maybe just write for people? What type of direction would you recommend they travel in to reach their goals, or what type of positive advice can you give someone?
Absolutely. First off, let me say stay in school, and I'm gonna say it in this way. One of the things I do outside of music, while I was an artist the whole time, I stayed in school for computer information systems. I graduated with a bachelor's. Then I worked on Wall Street for 4 years. Mind you, this whole time I'm an artist. I'm on these.
You invest in Bitcoin?
Nah. That's next. That's the next on the horizon. But I stayed in school. I worked on Wall Street for a while. Mind you, I'm in all these videos. I'm doing all this stuff, running IT. Then I started my own IT company. See, I never was too cool to stay in school, and now I don't need music to survive. I literally run an IT company. So that's one thing I would say. Even though you're chasing music, stay on your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Build the corporate side of things. That's one. And now in terms of breaking in the industry, I think you have to find a lane outside of just being an artist to break in. I broke in because I approached everybody as a writer. Right. I approached producers as a writer and A&Rs as a writer. The whole time I was a singer. But if I would have just came to them like, hey, I'm Nathaniel, I sing, I would have never got a shot. Right. I came and said, hey, I'm a writer. If you have any beats, we can shop them. That got me on my first, second, third, fourth, fifth record. So and then here's another thing. If something don't work one way, switch up your lane, switch up your flow, and find out how you could bring value to situations. Right. You know what I'm saying? Find out how could you help people? That's why I do a lot of the digital marketing stuff. Right. Because I don't always have to come and say, yo, could you do this for me? I could come and do some stuff for you. I can add value to what you're doing. You definitely know, but I think that's important for us to add value to each other's situation. Right. You know, so that's my advice to any artist that's trying to create and break into the game.
Right. All right. Now, in your opinion, what's the biggest record you've done so far?
Biggest record I've done so far.
Because there are gonna be more. But so
yeah. I think it probably was My Lady. This joint I did called My Lady. Rob De Niro mixed that. It was featuring Chinks Drugs, rest in peace, and Troy Ave. It was the biggest for me because Flex, when he broke that record on Hot 97, he went so crazy that everybody like in the street still know me off that record. Right. And Rob De Niro, the way he mixed it, we was able to play it everywhere. It like I could leave New York and hear that record still, and that's an older record. You know what I mean? Right. So. My Lady, that was the biggest joint for me.
Right. Okay, so long-term goals. What do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years, man.
Actually, that's short-term, but
yeah, that's short. That's that's gonna come in a breeze. But I'm gonna continue to build my IT company. I'm gonna do more digital marketing for other artists, help a lot of artists get on. My son Zay Oblivion, he's my next act. Zay, come here real quick. Just peek in the camera real quick. I just want the world to see him.
He's like 7 feet tall.
I know, right? Take off your mask, let people see your face real quick. This is my son, my blood, but he's also my next artist. So I see him being like one of the biggest. He's moving. He got a single called Chances. It's going crazy right now. Okay. And some real estate. You know what I'm saying? A lot of real estate in Atlanta. We already got that going on. So yeah. Okay.
So before we get out of here, man, is there anything else you want to chop it up or cover that we didn't speak on?
Last thing I would say, the easiest way to find me, I built my own app. It's called the Nathaniel app. If you have an iPhone or Android, just search Nathaniel. It's going to pop up for free. All of my content is there. So I want to be able to have my own lane and be able to streamline and control my content in case Instagram, Spotify, and all of that disappear today. Right. That's my own direct stream. So just go on your app store, search Nathaniel, and an app on iPhone or Android, and pull up that app. And shout to you for having me here. I just gotta say thank you for keeping it solid, man.
And look out for his new single with the Fort Greeners.
Word. Cash out with the Nathaniel and the Fort Greeners.
Nathaniel and the Fort Greeners. See that? That just sound like
something. Yo, that's fire though. I can't hold you.
That sounds like something. You might even want to do a play like that on a video, like just
like something fun with that. I'm gonna do something with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you, Nathaniel and the Fort Greeners. Like, come on, that's a good idea for a concept.
Wow, it's dope though.
Hey, this is what we do up here, man. So like always, man, I go by the name of DJ Thoro. Let him know the name.
Nathaniel The Great.
Yes, sir. This is 50.com, One World Studios. And like always, man, when you see us, one knee us. That means pay respects. We out.
10 men, 20 men, 30 men, I'm on something. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men.